Are you feeling lost in your 30s while everyone else seems settled? Let's explore how to thrive during this transformative time. Stay tuned. Welcome to Mind Minutes, where we tackle those little mental hit-ups that can really shape your day. Today, we're diving into the roller coaster that is your early 30s, that 30 to 35-ish zone.
Oh, the 30s. A time for existential crises served with a side of lukewarm coffee?
Pretty much. It's funny how in our 20s we envision this glamorous, put-together version of our 30-year-old selves, right? Career soaring, perfect relationship, maybe even a house with a white picket fence.
Total office lady vibes, confident, in control.
Exactly. But then we actually hit 30, and surprise, life is still messy. We're still figuring things out. I'm still grappling with relationships, career uncertainty, the whole shebang.
It's like the universe plays a cosmic prank. You thought you'd have it all figured out? Think again.
Seriously. Psychology calls this period adult transition, and it's a time of major inner conflict. We're caught between the desire to settle down and the nagging feeling that we haven't quite achieved what we envisioned.
So, it's normal to feel this way?
Totally normal. This yearning for stability can create real tension between our ideals and reality, especially when things aren't going as planned, like when work is frustrating or relationships are a struggle. It can lead to a pervasive sense of failure.
Ooh, that failure word hits hard. It's easy to compare ourselves to others and feel like we're falling short. Seeing friends getting married, buying houses.
Right? And that pressure can push us to make compromises, taking a stable job we don't love, or rushing into a relationship just to feel settled.
Which can backfire spectacularly, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. It often just leads to more disappointment, like trading one set of problems for another. Then there's the whole identity shift that happens around this time.
How so?
Well, we start juggling multiple roles. At work, we're no longer just following orders, we're expected to take initiative, lead projects, define our career path.
And outside of work?
There's the added layer of family and relationships. Suddenly, we're partners, parents, caregivers, each with its own set of responsibilities and expectations.
So it's not just career uncertainty, but this whole identity crisis too, feeling lost in the shuffle of all these roles.
Exactly. And that's why it's so crucial to figure out your priorities. What truly matters to you? Which roles resonate most deeply? That's key to navigating this period.
So how do we navigate this chaotic time? Any tips?
Well, studies show that strong relationships with partners, family, friends play a huge role in maintaining mental well-being during this period. So, nurturing those connections is crucial.
Quality over quantity, right?
Absolutely. A few deep, meaningful relationships can make all the difference. Also, focusing on building a strong sense of self, remembering that you're not just a collection of roles and responsibilities, but a whole person with unique needs and desires.
Self-care isn't selfish, it's survival.
Exactly. And maybe the best advice, don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to friends, family, a therapist, anyone who can offer support and guidance.
It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. If you're finding our conversation helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on navigating life's mental hiccups.
So, picking up on this whole idea of juggling roles in our 30s, it's a lot, right? Like, one minute you're crushing it at work, next minute you're trying to remember if you even fed the dog, let alone yourself.
Haha, tell me about it. It's like a constant mental gymnastics routine. And then there's this pressure to excel in all these roles, which, let's be honest, is just setting ourselves up for failure.
Totally. And this isn't just anecdotal. There's actual research on this adult transition phase. Studies have shown that navigating multiple social roles in early adulthood can significantly impact our mental health later on.
Oh, really? So, like, the stress of juggling everything now can have long-term effects?
Exactly. A 2021 study in Advances in Life Course Research by Engels and a few others looked at precisely this. They found that the interplay of work, relationships, and personal pursuits during our early 30s can influence our well-being down the line.
That makes sense. So, what's the key takeaway? Just drop everything and become a hermit?
Haha, not quite. The research actually emphasizes the quality of these roles, not necessarily the quantity. Like, a fulfilling job, strong relationships, and engaging hobbies can actually be protective against future mental health challenges.
So, it's about finding that sweet spot, that balance?
Yeah, finding what works for you. Because, what feels balanced for one person might be complete chaos for another. There's no one-size-fits-all solution here. It's about prioritizing and making conscious choices about where you invest your energy.
It's almost like a personalized recipe for mental well-being.
Exactly. And speaking of relationships, Carmichael, Race, and Duberstein in 2015 highlighted how crucial social connections are for navigating this whole adult transition thing.
Hmm. Makes sense. Having a support system can make all the difference.
Right. And this isn't just about romantic relationships. Strong friendships, family connections, they all contribute to a sense of belonging and resilience during this period. It's about having people who get you, who you can lean on when things get tough.
People who remind you that you're not alone in this whole messy, beautiful journey called life. And speaking of journeys, if you're enjoying this exploration of the early 30s roller coaster, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future episodes.
So we were talking about the importance of relationships in navigating our 30s, right? This Carmichael, Race, and Duberstein study from 2015 really dives into that. It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah? What did they find?
Well, they looked at social activity across like 3 decades of adulthood. And the title kind of sums it up. In your 20s, it's quantity. In your 30s, it's quality.
Oh, interesting. So, like, having a ton of friends in your 20s matters more than having a few close ones?
That's what the research suggests, yeah. It's about building a broad social network early on, I guess. Exploring different connections, figuring out what kinds of relationships you thrive in.
And then, as we get older,
The focus shifts. It becomes less about the number of friends and more about the depth of those connections. The quality over quantity thing.
makes total sense. As we figure out who we are, who we want to be, we naturally gravitate toward people who truly get us, right? Those who support our messy, evolving selves. And if you're feeling that pull toward deeper connections, hit that subscribe button to stay connected with us as we dive deeper into these topics.
Exactly. It's about cultivating those core relationships that provide like genuine support and understanding. The people you can lean on when the 30s roller coaster gets, well, a little too roller coastery.
The ones who remind you that you're not alone in this whole adulting thing. And let's be honest, adulting is way more complex than we ever imagined in our 20s.
Right. And speaking of navigating this complexity, we should probably mention the whole adult transition concept. It's a real thing, backed by psychology and all that.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more.
Well, it's basically this period of intense inner conflict. We're grappling with all these new roles and responsibilities, trying to figure out where we fit in the grand scheme of things.
It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle, blindfolded.
Pretty much. And this transition can be especially challenging in our early 30s when we're bombarded with societal expectations about career, relationships, and, well, everything.
So it's not just us, it's like a universal experience?
Totally. And it's important to remember that you're not alone in feeling lost, confused, or, just plain overwhelmed.
It's all part of the process, right? This messy, beautiful process of becoming.
Exactly. And that's what we're here for, to help you navigate this journey, one mental hiccup at a time. So thanks for tuning in to Mind Minutes, everyone. We appreciate you joining us, and we hope you'll join us next time. Take care.
And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on navigating the roller coaster of life. Until next time, stay mindful.